Okay. Oh my gosh. Hello, everyone. This is Journeyman Sports Podcast. I am Cade, and it is time to talk about the New Orleans Saints. My very own New Orleans Saints, man. They are very, very bad this year. We are 4-8 right now and fourth in our division. Um, Not feeling good about that at all. Really hate to see it, but I'm going to talk over some things that I believed coming in, and then I'll go over what I think we could do differently. And this should not be an insanely long episode, as it is currently 5:11 a.m. as I am recording this. It took me forever to finally get everything set up. Um, the software gave me a bunch of problems tonight, so I am sorry, but everything should be good now. What I will say is this. Um, the Saints, man, we made the wrong coaching hire. Dennis Allen is not the right coach for us. He is very, very bad at clock management and not a very good play caller. I think he was more of a system guy, a guy that we brought in as, oh, you're a coordinator, you know the system, certain things about this team, you've been around, so might as well just bring in the next guy after Sean Payton retired. And they were just like, oh, okay, he's been around. Let's bring him in. Well, look how that's worked. It has not worked very well. It's almost looked like every single step along the way with Dennis Allen has been a bumpy one. This offseason, we got so much better, in my opinion, with signing Tyrann Mathieu and Jarvis Landry and getting Chris Olave and Trevor Penning in the draft. But we also got a lot worse, and we lost Teron Armstead and some other guys. But Teron Armstead was the big name. Now another huge problem is that Michael Thomas is still not playing for us. Michael Thomas was up there with some of the best receivers in the NFL when he was healthy, but he can't stay healthy now. Just like our defense can't stay healthy. Our defense, when fully healthy, is a top 5 defense, but without health, the best ability is availability, and if we have none of that, then we're no use to anyone on defense. And a top 5 defense is now playing like a bottom tier defense because no one's healthy and no one is stepping up to the plate on that side of the ball. Without defense, we're not going to win very many games. And then you look at the offensive side of the ball, and we already don't have Michael Thomas. We do have guys like Marquez Callaway, Jarvis Landry, Rashid Shaheed is a young guy that kind of came out of nowhere for us this season and has played very well. We have Taysom Hill, of course. He's always nice to throw the ball to. We have Alvin Kamara. We have weapons on offense, but we have no one to throw them the ball. And Andy Dalton and Jameis Winston are not the answer as well. I don't know what we were doing. Personally, I think we should have gone after either Malik Willis or Desmond Ridder in the third round of the draft, just because that makes the most sense. I don't understand why there was that much potential with those two and that much talent, and they fell that far, and a QB needy team like us wasn't looking to take them in the third round. Instead, it kind of feels like we're taking backups for guys that we already have, positions that we already have, and just kind of double dipping in places that we don't even need to be double dipping in. So it is frustrating. It really is. I wish that things were differently, but they don't right now. And the Saints have been a very good team for a long time with Drew Brees and Sean Payton running that show over there. So, obviously now that both of them are gone, there's going to be a down year, and that's what we've run into is a down year. Um, no, no, like really not too many bright spots this year. Of course, the 4 wins are bright spots, but even those 4 wins haven't been resounding wins. Like they are very close wins. They are very, oh, are we gonna make it? Are we not? And if we win this next game coming up against the Buccaneers, then we're right back in the hunt because our division is so bad. But even being fourth in a already terrible division is just insulting, and it's bad, and I don't like it. And I wish, I really hope that we can turn it around and hopefully make a wild card playoff push. But I just don't think that's realistic because you look at Alvin Kamara not looking how Alvin Kamara should look. He's still very, very good. He's still playing up to a top running back standard, but he is not as explosive as Alvin Kamara usually is and isn't scoring as much and things like that. But Chris Olave has been a great addition to the team, great first round pick. I really trust our general manager, Mickey Loomis. I think he's a great general manager. He's been with the Saints for 16 years, a veteran, and he's had some very, very good draft classes, some very good offseason moves. So when it comes to Mickey Loomis, I do have faith. But when it comes to this organization right now, we just look very, very sloppy, very all over the place. To be honest, we just don't look good. And for that reason, that's why I have no faith of getting to the playoffs this year, even in such a bad division. Because I believe you need a good quarterback and good coaching, neither of which we have. We don't have a good quarterback and we don't have good coaching. Like I saw Taysom Hill taking snaps for us yet again. And not saying that Taysom Hill is a bad player, but he definitely is not meant to play quarterback. Not at all. Should not be playing quarterback in the NFL. He's a very, very good gadget player. He's a good playmaker. Do not take that away from him. But in terms of quarterback skill, no. Our other first round pick, Trevor Penning, just started to get playing time. I don't think that he's gotten enough playing time yet to actually solidify himself as being oh, he's a steal or, oh, he's a bust. He just hasn't had the time. He hasn't played enough yet, and we'll have to see. But from what I have seen from him, other than the mistakes that he's made, because I have seen him draw some flags and do some things like that. Other than those little mistakes and little things that he has to clean up, I think Trevor Penning looks pretty good. Just as good as he did coming out of college, if not better. Like I said, just needs to work on the mistakes, needs to work on the penalties, and get it right between the ears, and he'll be okay. But so I'm not really too worried about that at all, to be honest. So I think we're heading in the right direction there. It really stinks, man, because it feels like by the time that we have a quarterback that can help us compete again, we're gonna already have lost some of the talent that's on the roster right now. And I'm kind of hoping that we can reload instead of having to rebuild. I do not want to go into a full-blown rebuild. I think we're in our window to compete right now. We just need a quarterback that can set us over the top, like a Jimmy G or a Derek Carr if they're in the trade market this offseason. I think those are both quarterbacks that the Saints would need to look at. Like it would be almost mandatory that they do, because they know that Andy Dalton and Jameis Winston are not the guys. I mean, Jameis Winston is being paid to come in and be the number one, but he's the number two after getting injured. I guess they like Andy Dalton more. Again, not a good coach making the coaching decision, so the decision really doesn't matter to me. But yeah, just a messy situation in general, man. I'm really not liking it. Like I said, this is not a long video. But like I said, I think we need to get the right coach and the right quarterback together, and the rest will work itself out, because the rest of the team on paper is a contender. On paper, the Saints are a contender if they have a different quarterback and a different head coach. And that is my take. I think that is a very, very fair take, because you look at the roster, you look at the offense, you look at the defense. That's a Super Bowl contending roster if they have a quarterback. and a good head coach. And I think those are both things that we can find this offseason. We need to get a first round pick because we don't have one because we traded ours to the Eagles, which now it looks even worse because we don't have a good record, which means we would have had a good first round pick, but we traded it away. So now it looks like a mess all over the place. And we look like we got fleeced, which we really did get fleeced by Howie Roseman. But you win some, you lose some. And I think if we can get a first round pick by either trading away Michael Thomas, because I don't think Michael Thomas should be in the organization anymore. He's a toxic locker room presence that has been hurt for what feels like 3 years straight and used to be good. And he's aging and he's on a huge contract. Why not free up the money? Why not get rid of a locker room like problem? I don't understand that. Um, but yeah, that's my personal opinion. Um, and I think keep drafting guys on defense to replace the guys that are going to be going, the older guys, the veterans that have been here a long time. Bring in young guys to replace those guys, and hopefully we rebuild instead of reload. And the right quarterback and the right head coach, this team can win. This team can seriously contend, especially with that top 5 defense. If everyone's healthy and we have the right man under the center, I know we can do very, very good things. So quarterback and head coach are our main focus and are going to be my main focus as a fan as to what I'm watching to see them do. That's what I'll be looking for them to do. So this has been my little rant. I had to come on here and make rant about my favorite team a little bit, man. Don't like the situation we're in, but the future isn't bleak, which I'm happy about. It's not completely dull, but right now it is a sad time to be a Saints fan. But I do think that we can have a bright future ahead if things are done correctly. So this has been Cade, man. Love checking in with y'all. Please do comment if you disagree or agree with anything that I said. Please give me some feedback. We do love feedback over here. This podcast is our baby. Me and Garrett both love, coming on here and doing what we do. So please do like and subscribe as well. That really helps us out. And it's always great to, feel the love back and, see that someone out there is listening because we do appreciate everyone that listens very, very much. So thank you very much. This has been Cade. Like I said, once again, man, go Who Dat Nation, man. Go Who Dat Nation. But this has been Cade, and Journeyman Sports Podcast is out.